people get involved in your campaign, they say, you know what, I love this woman, I love what she's doing, she's fighting for us.
And I expect all of you guys to get involved with conservative media and be heard today, tax day, April 15th, and again, November, when we take this country back from the people that are trying to control you and make this into a socialist state. We're not standing for it. Thank you very much.
These people are speaking it out here. They're letting you know what's going on. All right, now we're here. We're actually in Brad's super truck, and we're going on to his property. This is America. This is red state situation going on right here. We've got, look at it. Look at all these grapes. Look at all these grapes. Wow. Now, you were telling us about what's going on here. You bought this a couple years ago?
Yeah, we bought this a few years ago, and it used to look like this. If you notice in the surrounding landscape, there are no trees growing.
There's nothing.
And the reason why that is this is called the Redding series soils.
Oh.
And the Redding series soils don't have any restrictive layers down there. Most soils have a restrictive layer somewhere around 5 to 20 feet deep. There's a hard pan, clay pan that water can't permeate through. And an oak tree in nature, if an acorn drops and an oak tree needs to grow during the dead of summer when there is no water, it relies on water sitting on that hard pan layer that can't go down further.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, because this soil doesn't have that restrictive layer, no oak trees can grow here because they won't make it through their first summer. And anyways, but it grows great grapes and great olives out here.
Oh, I love olives. I love grapes.
See, that's the other thing where this purple flower is growing.
Yeah.
That's also a sign of really good soil. That's called vetch.
Huh. Looks a little bit like lavender.
So when we go out and look at a piece of property like this, we look for we got to be like a detective.
Yeah.
We look for all the different grasses that are growing, the height of the grass, the lack of the grass, the types of grasses, and we can tell what types of soils and what types of crops.
Not just good soil in general, or good soil for grapes?
Well, the better soil, the more fertile soil is this soil that's going to have this vetch.
The vetch on it.
Right.
Oh, that's
vetch
great.
doesn't grow in poor soils.
Oh, that's cool.
What made you decide to get into farming and to get your own farm with the vineyards?
I was born and raised in it.
Yup.
Fourth generation.
Yup.
You know, you grew up with it. It's in your blood.
This is great.
With specifically grapes? Or with other?
We used to have walnuts as well.
Oh, okay.
But now we just have grapes.
Yeah, but could you see David Harmer in a pair of overalls out here farming? Is that like? do you think that's even a problem?
Does Calvin Klein make overalls?
He's kind of like the wannabe, like sort of Ken doll of
Doesn't this
city
look
level.
like a Little House on the Prairie?
It does. I remember watching that.
I want to get out and look at the crop here a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
See, right now these are going through what we call bloom.
Yeah.
See these little flowers? See these little pistils?
Yeah.
Starting to open up.
Mm-hmm.
Not much coming off yet, but every plant has a flower. And so here's some. See that the cap is actually coming off. There's a little flower, tiny little flower in there.
Right.
So each one of these are grapes, and you know, they're starting to open up. As soon as that happens, these have been this size all year. Like in a week from now, these will be about the size of a BB.
Got you.
And a week from then, they'll be the size of a pea. And
Wow.
they go through, just like an embryo goes through cell division.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what happens after the flowering stage of these vines. They start going through a cell division. They just rapidly expand.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Now, what are these? Were these red or white grapes? What do you got here?
This is Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The back half of the ranch is Cabernet.
Now, do you have to like plant certain grapes together, or does it matter? You just kind of organize on your own, or how does it work?
You plant them based on your soils and your climate, and then the market, and then what your internal portfolio. You know, it's good to be diversified. So
Yeah.
you kind of plant what fits the market, what fits your portfolio,
So
and soils.
what do you got here right now? Tell us about this Goehring vineyard type of stuff. Give us some winery secrets.
Wine.
We want the inside stuff, man.
There are no wineries. I don't know what to tell you there.
But you love doing this. You've been doing it for a long time. It's obviously super huge in California. I mean, has the economy really affected the wine business?
No, not yet. What's affecting the wine business more than anything is international trade and the global market, and
Australia
an unbalance of government tariffs in some countries and not in others, and subsidies and all that insider trading game. And we don't have free trade, and we need free trade, not just on grapes and wine, but on all products and all commodities. And our government doesn't do a very good job of protecting our industries and our products.
It's ridiculous.
So anyways, yeah, more than the economy, I mean, people got to still, we're not growing a crop that is for food consumption, but, agriculture is going along just at a real nice pace right now. People still have to eat regardless of the economy.
Well, absolutely. And see, this is what I love is that you're talking about how you're a business person, and obviously you've been very successful. This is just one of your places, and you employ lots of people. But I mean, it's more than just numbers or an abstract thing. I mean, this is, actually working the land down here. This is farming. This is America. This is CD11. This is what this district is all about, this farmland out here. We were showing me all this stuff with the cattle and the cherries and the different walnut trees. I mean, it's unbelievable out here. I mean, you can see all this land, and these people support you.
Right.
Now, Shivani, you haven't even, have you seen anything like this before?
No, I haven't. I was just thinking in my head that I really admire that, that Brad comes out here and works on it on his own. He's here every single day. From what I hear, he's here every single day working it. So that's really admirable.
This is what people can relate to. This is real talk. This is real America. This is real capitalism and farming and stuff like that. This isn't like slick people in suits and lawyers. And I'm a lawyer, but we can be a little slick sometimes. Not me. I mean, whatever, dude. But I'm just saying. I mean, I think this is what people want. People want real. People want America getting back to work, and this is what this represents.
It doesn't get much more real than this. I mean, look at this fence, for example.
Yeah.
I'll bet you these fence posts here are 200 years old.
This one's?
No.
Oh, these ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Over
Look
here.
at this. This looks like Jesse James and stuff.
This is solid redwood that was split with axes.
Wow.
No two fence posts are the same.
Yep. We put up I remember putting up the barbed wire as a kid. We had 256 acres back in Pennsylvania. Outside Cleveland, Pennsylvania, population 500. Had 5. So this is amazing. You can tell the quality of that wood.
That's probably 200-year-old redwood.
It's amazing. This is it right here. And it does look like Little House on the Prairie out here. I mean, come on. I mean, some people want to talk about Reagan in this race, stuff like that. Reagan had a ranch. This is ranching. This is farming right here. Where's David Harmon's ranch? Just saying.
I think I hear crickets.
Exactly.